Thanks for listening to Wolf Moves Only. My name is Brittany Lewis, and I'm the creator of Be a Wolf Biz, where I teach people how to build and scale six-figure print-on-demand businesses on Etsy. We have a very, very exciting episode today that I honestly cannot wait to get into because this is the absolute announcement of the century for print-on-demand sellers, basically, because 2025 has been a rough year for a lot of us, and not just in the print-on-demand space. It's basically been rough across the board. So what I've done here is put together everything that you need to know about what's ahead. It's very exciting, and it's based in facts, not fluffy hype. And I can't wait for you to hear it. So let's get into it right now. It is true that the first half of 2025 for print on demand and most businesses in general was pretty brutal because sales absolutely did slow down. Buyers did tighten up. And a lot of sellers threw in the towel permanently on their shops because they assumed that the dip was permanent. So if you felt like something was off in your own shop, you definitely were not imagining it. However, there is a glorious plot twist happening right now and a light at the end of the tunnel, a really, really bright light at the end of the tunnel. The pendulum is swinging hard in the opposite direction. Projections show the back half of this year will be the biggest online shopping holiday season in history. And not to mention, the competition has seriously thinned out due to the earlier economic dip, creating the perfect storm that will enable you to make more money in the next 4 months than you've maybe ever made before. So I'm going to break it all down for you, but I want to start at the top. Because retail sales in January dropped the furthest they have since 2021, and the economy literally shrank. Even Target was not immune. Sales dropped by almost 2% for them, and their profit dropped by 20%. Estee Lauder, $1.4 billion quarterly loss. So if you felt like shoppers had their wallets slammed shut, you weren't wrong. It was not just your shop. Everybody was feeling it. But here's the part that matters, okay? This was the dip before the massive upcoming detonation. It all didn't last very long. By July of this year, retail sales have bounced back 4% year over year. That's tens of billions of dollars flowing back in. And e-commerce specifically surged by 8%. The National Retail Federation is projecting 7 to 9% holiday growth this Q4. This is not just economic recovery. It's a rebound that's happening online first. Retail sales are creeping back, but e-commerce is exploding. And since Etsy is built entirely on that online traffic, it's dead center in the surge. I want to share with you the 6 elements that are creating this very exciting cue for the perfect storm in Q4. So, number 1, the rebound economy effect. The first half of 2025 did feel like somebody slammed on the brakes, but now it's like the market's foot is pinning to the gas. Confidence is back. The wallets are loosening. Buyers are itching to spend after months of holding back. And that release of pressure does not just trickle in, it floods in. So, number 2, exploding e-commerce. Shoppers are not easing back into the malls. They're not going outside and shopping. They're diving much deeper online. And the shift is not gradual anymore. It's permanent. Every single habit is pointing to digital first. Mobile checkouts, impulse buys from social feeds, gift shopping done from the couch. And Etsy isn't just included in this shift. It's one of the main beneficiaries. Number 3, Halloween going totally nuclear. Halloween has truly become the unofficial opening ceremony of holiday spending. The second buyers finish back to school shopping, they're already clicking add to cart on spooky season. Halloween shoppers truly do go crazy on Etsy. They are nuts. Halloween shoppers truly do go crazy on Etsy, and the craziness starts very early. Number 4, Etsy's gift mode evolution. Last year, Etsy quietly tested what's called gift mode. And this year, they're doubling down, rolling out the heaviest categorization and recommendation push that they have ever run. And that means your listings aren't just on Etsy. They're in curated gift guides online that are being shoved in the faces of millions of online shoppers. And condition number 5, creating the perfect storm. Way fewer print-on-demand sellers. This one is particularly exciting. The irony is the worst start to the year actually cleared the playing fields for us. Thousands of shops tapped out before things got a chance to actually turn around in the economy. That means a lot less noise on Etsy just as the holiday roar begins. When demand goes up and supply thins out, opportunity does not just grow linearly. It absolutely explodes. And finally, number 6, the TikTok to Etsy pipeline. TikTok has never been more powerful in shaping what people buy. But the catch is that some shoppers don't fully trust checking out on TikTok. When a product trend takes off, a lot of buyers head to Etsy to make the official purchase because Etsy feels safe, proven, and reliable at scale. So TikTok a lot of the times will drive the discovery, but then Etsy closes the sale. And the cool part about 2025 is that TikTok has never been bigger, so this effect is going to be more magnified than ever before. And it's going to be pure jet fuel for print-on-demand sellers on Etsy. All 6 of these forces are colliding at the same time. It's a combo that will create e-commerce history. Now, historically, Etsy has a superpower, and that superpower definitely is Q4. Last year's holiday season, Etsy reactivated 10 million lapsed buyers. That's millions of people pulled back into the platform just for the holidays. Pair that with a thinner competition and the consumer psychology shift, inflation cooling down, wages ticking up, people feel like they've earned the right to splurge. This is big time, and it's not just hype. People spent the last year in survival mode, and now they're ready to go big. Let's break it down, because this storm is not just going to hit once. It's going to come in 3 separate waves. Wave number 1 is Halloween, of course. It's becoming the biggest early season shopping spend that we have ever seen. In 2024, spending for Halloween reached around $1.6 billion. And it's expected to climb even higher this year, with 90% of adults planning to celebrate. And get this, nearly half shopping before October 1st. That makes Halloween not just a holiday, but a launch pad for the entire Q4 spending frenzy. Wave number 2, Cyber Week. Obviously, the Super Bowl of online shopping that happens in late November. Billions of dollars fly in a single weekend. Wave number 3 is the December panic. After the November rush, December keeps the momentum alive. Shoppers are still hunting for unique, meaningful gifts before the shipping deadlines kick in. The first 2 weeks of December are the sweet spot for print on demand. High urgency, massive traffic, and buyers with their credit cards out. Print on demand is going to win this economy because traditional retail is scared. They hold inventory, they risk overstock, and they move slow. Print-on-demand sellers, however, we can move fast and easily. So now here's the exciting part. Q4 is already here. Competitors are uploading listings as we speak. And Etsy's algorithm rewards time in market, which means the longer your listings are live, the more traction and momentum they're going to build. So if you start listing really late, you're losing a lot of momentum. In summary, 2025 began with contraction, yes, but it's ending with a massive expansion. Retail has officially rebounded. Online shopping is growing faster than ever. Etsy is reactivating millions of buyers in Q4, and consumer wallets are primed and ready. Print on demand is the one business model that is built for this exact economy. And I'm really not hyping this up. This is all based in the facts and in the data. This will be the single biggest sales window that print on demand has seen in years. If you lock in now, you can potentially make more money in the next 4 months than you've made maybe ever before. That's it for this episode of Wolf Moves Only. I hope you enjoyed this very special Q4 episode. And right now I want to talk to you about my Q4 sprint. So if you're listening to this thinking, oh my gosh, where do I start? What do I do? How do I take advantage of this crazy opportunity? I've got you. And I'm making it simpler and easier than any offer that I've ever done before. I'm baking my Q4 sprint right into my Wolf Method membership, which means you'll get access to everything you need to know about taking advantage of this time at a very low cost with incredibly rich and valuable content. I'm also including a ton of bonuses that actually might blow your mind. At this point, even I can't believe I'm throwing these things in, so please click the link below to read more about everything that's included in the Q4 sprint and how to get in. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.